Another technique for helping you to anchor in changes or helping you to make a new trigger for yourself is called a swish pattern. And what a swish pattern is about is basically getting your mind and your emotions to move in a direction so you begin to feel differently and behave differently. So you make a picture in your mind of something you presently don't like, either something you're afraid of or maybe a behavior pattern of something you don't like. For example, for me, I made a picture in my mind of bringing my fingers up to my mouth to bite my fingernails, which I was doing all the time. So in my mind, I just closed my eyes and saw this picture of my bringing my hand up. Then what you do is you imagine in this big picture of what you don't want, you make a small little picture of what you do want. In the bottom right-hand corner, you make a small little picture, in my case, of seeing myself dressed really well, being in a situation where I was lecturing, being where I felt really proud of myself, and seeing myself in a position where my fingernails were normal, where they were manicured, where they were taken care of, where I wasn't biting them. But I associated those ideas to something I'd be really proud of myself as a speaker, a communicator, helping people, and looking really professional. So then all you do is you do a linkage, where what you see is you see what you don't want, you see what you do want, and you watch them switch, where you take the small little picture and you do this thing we call a whoosh pattern or swish pattern, where you actually reach out with your hand and feel as if you're pulling this little picture up, and it gets bigger and bigger and brighter until it literally explodes through what you don't want. So what's in front of you is a big, bright, colorful picture of what you do want. In my case, myself looking good, lecturing, and being proud of myself, and also noticing, hey, my nails are great too. I'm not biting my fingernails with a terrible habit. Then what I do is I close my eyes again, see myself starting to bite my fingernails, see this other picture where I take my fingers away, I look good and feel good, and I make the swish again. See what I don't want, see what I do want small, and I make it big very fast. Go whoosh. I see that little thing come up, get very bright, break through. I get the experience again of feeling good about myself, then I open my eyes and do it again. In essence, what you say to your brain is, see this, whoosh, do this. See this, whoosh, do this. See this, do this. See this, do this. See this, do this. See this, do this. Until when you see the old thing of like wanting to bite your fingernails, it triggers in your mind the whoosh, the new thing, which is, no, I don't need to do that. This is who I really am. Now, let me give you an example of how this might work with a pattern, for example, with your children. Take a look at this example.
Daddy, can I please talk to you?
How many times have I told you not to come in here when I'm busy? Now, will you please just get out of here?
Obviously, this is not how you want to treat one of your children. But that's the first step to a swish. See how you're behaving now. Second step, think of how you want to behave. Get a clear picture of what you'd like to behave like in the future. Here's an example.
Daddy, can I please talk to you?
Look, sweetheart, give Daddy 5 minutes to finish up in here, and then I'll give you all the time you want, okay?
Now that we understand how we used to behave and how we want to behave, we're going to use the swish pattern to create a connection in our mind so that in the future, the old behavior triggers the behavior that we actually want. And here's what you do. Set them up so you have a big, bright picture, maybe with a red background, of what you don't want. In the bottom right-hand corner, make a small, dim, green picture of what you do want. And all we're going to do is switch them. We're going to make the little picture all of a sudden grow and get big and bright and break through the red picture. And the best way to do it is reach down as if you're holding that green picture, and with all the strength you have and with a big smile on your face, go whoosh and pull that picture up and feel it break through the old behavior. So now in front of you is a big, bright, colorful picture of how you want to behave. Feel the victory. And then you go back again. You make the big red picture of how you don't want things to be, the way you're behaving now. You make the small, dim picture of how you do want things to be in green, and then you switch them again. Reach out and grab it, have fun, and go whoosh, break it through. Again, do it again. Make the switch, whoosh, again, do it again, whoosh, again, whoosh. So this is just one example of how to use it. So let's do a swish pattern together. Let's do one with a fear. It'd be really easy to do. Here's what I'd like you to do. All of you here and all of those of you who are watching on video right now, I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment. And I'd like you to make a big picture in your mind of something that maybe creates for you feelings of fear, or maybe a negative feeling or emotion that you had about some behavior you used to have. Something you'd like to change, for example. Let's start with a fear. That'll be an easy one. Think of something you have a fear about and make a picture of it in your mind. Firewalking might be an example if you can't find any other one. And when you got a picture of a fear in your mind, just say yes in this audience so I know that you have it. Great. What I want you to do is in the bottom right-hand corner of this picture, I want you to do what you just watched happen on the screen. That is, I want you to make a small picture seeing yourself as you would be if you were free of that fear, but also seeing yourself the way you would be if you were like totally proud of yourself, if you felt really good about who you are as a person, something that would really motivate yourself. So get a small picture and make it kind of dim and kind of dark of how you want to be, a direction you'd like to move towards. And when you have that little small picture of how you want to be, one that would inspire you if you were like that, then just say, yes, I know you have that as well. Yes. Great. And you at home, hopefully you're doing this now as well. Good. Now, what we're going to do is reach out with your right hand, with your eyes remaining closed, and act as if you're grabbing on to that one little spot, that one picture of how you want things to be. And what I want you to do is, when I say now, you're going to grab it and you're going to literally pull it up towards your face on an angle and fast, where you're going to say the sounds of whoosh. And what will happen is, as you do it, as long as it takes to say whoosh, that picture will grow as it comes up, it'll get brighter and more focused, and it'll break through the old picture of how you don't want to feel or be, and it'll replace it. It'll be bigger and brighter and more colorful, and you'll enjoy it. Have fun doing it. Do it with a smile on your face as well. Ready? Go. Whoosh. And then open your eyes for a moment after you feel good. Close your eyes, and we're going to do it again very quickly. The key to the swish pattern is to do it very rapidly and do it succinctly. Do it where you see the breakthrough and feel the success. See the old picture of what you're afraid of? Make it big. Make a small, dark picture of how you want to be. When you do the whoosh, make the small one big and bright and colorful and feel good and feel the breakthrough. Ready? Go. Whoosh. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. Let's do it again. See the scary picture, the thing you're afraid of? Picture of what you do want small. Make it big. Ready? Whoosh. Make sure it's bright. Make sure you feel it before you open your eyes. You feel the success. Then open your eyes. Close your eyes. Do it again. Ready? Whoosh. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. Do it again. Ready? Whoosh. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. Do it again. Whoosh. A little faster. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. Do it again. Whoosh. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. Do it again. Whoosh. Now, think about this thing that would make you afraid. And what happens? How many of you, when that happens, either you can't think of the old picture of what scared you, or it triggers a new picture of how you want to be? How many of you get that? Great. So the new picture will pull you forward. So that's what I do with my fingernails. I just saw the picture of my biting my fingernails, and I saw one where I took my hands away, and I took charge of my life, and that was inspirational for me. I did it enough times till, guess what? The next day, I didn't even bite my fingernails till about 2 o'clock. All of a sudden, around 2 o'clock, I found my fingers in my mouth. Now, I could have said, well, that failed. I didn't say it failed. I just said I need to anchor it in more. I need to do a few more repetitions with more intensity in my feeling. So I did about 15 more whooshes, and I haven't ever touched my fingernails since. So it's something you can do to change the direction. And what it does, it didn't just make me feel different about my fingernails, but it got me to now think of, when I started to do things that would make me bite my fingernails, it now makes me think to be like the person who's elegant, who I respect, who I want to be. So I found myself doing a lot of other things I wasn't doing before, like just picking things up around the house if it was in the way. Before, I just let it go. But see, the kind of person I pictured in my mind wouldn't just let it go. He'd pick it up and handle it. So it not only changes the emotion in the moment, but it kind of changes the direction of how you think and how you behave. It has what we call a processional effect. That's if I drop a stone in the water, it just doesn't have an impact right when it hits the water, but it has that circular ripple effect that expands throughout the whole pond. So even though it's very simple to do this pattern, doing repetitions of this can totally change the direction of your thoughts and your behaviors for a lifetime. So don't take something that's simple lightly. Think of the things, think of the kind of person you want to be, think of how you feel about things now, and do swish patterns like this on a daily basis, and you'll begin to manifest your dreams more rapidly than you probably ever thought possible.